Gather round, ye children, come. Listen to the old story of the power of death undone by an infant born of glory, Son of God, Son of Man. Gather round, remember now how creation held its breath, how it let out a sigh and filled up the sky with the angels. Son of God, Son of Man. So sing out with joy for the brave little boy who was God. He made himself nothing. Well, he gave up his pride and he came here to die like a man. Therefore God exalted him to the place of highest praises, and he gave him a name above every name, that at the very name of Jesus, Son of God, we would sing out with joy for the brave little boy who was God, but he made himself nothing. Well, he gave up his pride and he came here to die like a man. So in heaven and earth and below, every knee would bow and worship, and every tongue would proclaim that Jesus, he reigns with the angels. So sing out with joy for the brave little boy who was God, but he made himself nothing. Well, he gave up his pride and he came here to die like a man. So gather round, ye children, come. Listen to the old story of the power of death undone by an infant born of glory, Son of God, Son of Man. Abraham had Isaac he had Jacob he had Judah and his kin. Well, then Perez and Zerah came from Judah's woman Tamar. Perez he brought Hezron up, and then came Aram, then Amminadab, then Nahshon, who was then the dad of Salmon, who with Rahab fathered Boaz. Ruth she married Boaz, who had Obed, who had Jesse he had David, who we know as king. David he had Solomon by dead Uriah's wife. Solomon, well, you all know him. He had good old Rehoboam, followed by Abijah, who had Asa. Asa had Jehoshaphat, had Joram, had Uzziah, who had Jotham, then Ahaz, then Hezekiah. Followed by Manasseh, who had Amon, who was a man, who was father of a good boy named Josiah, who grandfathered Jehoiakim, who caused the Babylonian captivity because he was a liar. And then he had Shealtiel, who begat Zerubbabel, who had Abiud, who had Eliakim. Eliakim had Azer, who had Zadok, who had Achim. Achim was the father of Eliab. Then he had Eliezer, who had Mathan, who had Jacob. But listen very closely, I don't want to sing this twice. Jacob was the father of Joseph, husband of Mary, mother of Christ.
Tractor, tractor, harvesting the wheat. Tractor, tractor, harvesting the wheat. Harvesting the wheat, harvesting the wheat. Tractor, tractor, harvesting the wheat. Backhoe, backhoe, digging up the dirt. Backhoe, backhoe, digging up the dirt. Digging up the dirt, digging up the dirt. Backhoe, backhoe, digging up the dirt. Fire truck, zooming down the street. Fire truck, zooming down the street. Zooming down the street, zooming down the street. Fire truck, zooming down the street. Carriage, carriage, going to the ball. Carriage, carriage, going to the ball. Going to the ball, going to the ball. Carriage, carriage, going to the ball. Jet plane, flying through the air. Jet plane, flying through the air. Flying through the air, flying through the air. Jet plane, flying through the air. Rocket, rocket, shooting to the moon. Rocket, rocket, shooting to the moon. Shooting to the moon, shooting to the moon. Rocket, rocket, shooting to the moon.
Hey, Randy?
Yeah?
I'm sorry to interrupt you really. I'm sorry. You're in the middle of your song. I just had to ask you, do you mind if I have a shot at this song?
This song right here?
Yeah, Tractor, Tractor. I know you wrote it, but I'm a songwriter too. I kind of just had some ideas I wanted to try.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you have some ideas, sure, I'd love to hear them.
You sure you don't? Okay. Here. Tractor, tractor, flying through the air. Tractor, tractor, flying through the air. Flying through the air, flying through the air. Tractor, tractor, flying through the air.
Andrew? Hey, Andrew?
Yeah.
Well, you're kind of getting some of the words.
Oh, just work with me. Hold on, listen. I'm really excited about this. Fire truck, going to the ball. Fire truck,
No,
going
hey, Andrew,
to the ball.
hey, I'm sorry to interrupt you, man, but you're singing fire truck going to the ball. The fire truck doesn't go to the ball.
Yeah, but what if there's a fire at the ball? Did you think of that?
Well, no,
See, the
but...
drapes catch on fire, then they don't have to wait. It's right there. It's ready to put it out.
Well, I mean... Yeah, but
backhoe, shooting to the moon. Backhoe, shooting to the moon.
No,
shooting to the moon.
This is just all wrong.
Andrew,
I'm sorry to stop you again, but you're singing backhoe shooting to the moon. The backhoes don't go to the moon. The rocket goes to the moon, not the backhoe.
Well, sure, backhoes go to the moon. Where do you think craters come from?
Well,
backhoes.
That's not right at all.
Rocket, harvesting the wheat. Rocket, harvesting the wheat. Harvesting the wheat. Rocket, harvesting the wheat.
This is crazy. No, rockets don't harvest wheat.
Yeah, but just think how fast they get the job done.
Well...
Tractor, jet, plane, fire truck, rocket. Tractor, jet, plane, fire truck, rocket.
No, this is just crazy.
Harvesting the moon,
Andrew,
rocketing the
moon.
wheat.
What are you singing
Carriage,
about?
backhoe, digging up the air.
Digging up the
air, digging up the air. Zoom, 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 zoom.
God made slugs and bugs and rats and bats and nasty bees that don't say please. They'll sting your elbows and your knees if you chase them. God made snakes and snails and killer whales, and if you were a baby seal, then you would make a tasty meal for orcas. But God made me like He made the sea. He filled it up with green and blue. He sent His Son, His only one, to fill me up and make me new. God everything that was or is or will be. What a crazy biz, I can't believe that I am his forever. Now I listen very carefully because he lives inside of me. That could be gross, but it's not, cause it's Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. God made me like he made the sea. He filled it up with green and blue. He sent his son, his only one, to fill me up and make me new. God made me like he made the sea. Filled it up with green and blue. He sent his son,